Cool. Afternoon, Roberto. Firstly, the club's announced that Kaoru Mitoma has signed a new contract. You must be delighted with that news.
Yes, I'm really delighted for Kaoru for the extension of his contract. Is a very important news for the future because Kaoru is one of the best player in our team. Yeah.
Can I ask you about some of the players that you're hopefully having returning for tomorrow? Notice James Milner was back in training today. Will he be available tomorrow? Also Pascal Gross. I know he was late coming back with Germany. Will he be involved tomorrow?
Yes, James Milner is available to play to start the game. Pascal as well. We have two injuries. Estupinan and Tariq Lamptey, yes. And Moder started to work with us, the group. And is another great news for us.
Is Tariq far away? And just on Pascal, he's got a lot of plaudits in Germany as well. He's done so well for Brighton. You must be really pleased with his progress generally.
Yes, for us, but for me, it's still important things when our players play in the national team, especially Pascal and Luis, no, because they are not used to playing in national team, and it's an honor, it's a proud for us.
Some comments from Pep Guardiola in his press conference today. He spoke really highly of yourself and your team. He said this afternoon you're transforming Brighton into a top club, and he's also previously mentioned he learnt things about the game from you. What are your thoughts on Pep, and do you see some similarities between yourself and him?
Pepe is the best coach in the world, and is a reference for not only for me, but I think for all coaches in the world. I'm happy when I listen Pep speak about me. Is a honor. I feel in difficult situation, no? Un po' di imbarazzo, no?
A bit embarrassed.
But we are working to progress. I think we are not a big team yet. We are working for it with handball, with passion. But we know we are Brighton. We have to show a lot of things in this season. Is a very difficult season for us. I think we are playing well, we are fighting well, but we have to improve, we have to progress, we have to adapt a new challenge, a new season.
Do you see similarities between the two of you, though, like in terms of your natures? He seems like a perfectionist yourself as well. Do you?
Pep is a boss. I would like to do something the same, no? Because he's working from I don't know how many years. He won in Barcelona. He won in Bayern Munich. He won in Man City. But the way which he won is different than other players, the other coaches, no? I think the world will remember him not only for the win, the victory, but for the way he won, and is unique in it.
And just one last question from me. Evan Ferguson, he's one of 4 Premier League players that's been nominated for the Golden Boy Award. That's a huge credit to him, but also to Brighton as well.
You speak very fast for me, eh? No, it's an honor. Evan was his birthday yesterday, and he's 19, and he scored. He, he already scored 15 goals in Premier League, more or less. And the future is for him. No, I think he can, and he has improved. The last part of the season, before the break of the national team, he suffered a bad moment. But I think in the next 6 games can be very important for us because he has different characteristics, different quality than other attackers.
Hi, Roberto. City have lost 3 of their last 4 games.
It's bad news for us.
Yeah, all good news? Is it a good
It's
time?
bad news.
Why is that?
Because the big team are not used to lose 3 games in the last 4. The last 4-1. But anyway, we have to think for ourselves, to think to improve in the quality of the play, because we are not playing enough for our level, and to compete for our target. We have to understand, if we want to win or if we want to compete, we must play better than last game. Against Liverpool we play better than Villa Park, Velodrome, Bournemouth, but we have to reach the different level of the quality of the play, for sure. Without the quality, without the quality of the play, we can't reach any target, and we have to have clear these things. The quality of the play is the way through we can reach the historic target. Without it, we can't reach nothing.
I don't know if you'll take this as bad or good news, but obviously Erling Haaland's not been scoring as many recently. He scored twice against you when you went to the Etihad last season. Is that a positive? Do you see that as?
It's another bad news because the big players, the big strikers, when they are not scoring so many goals, they are more angry to score, angry to have a chance to score. But it's not only Haaland, because Doku is a great player, Foden, Alvarez, if we are speaking about attackers.
I know you said you get embarrassed when you hear Pep Guardiola speak about you, but as well as admiring your football, he said you're a handsome man today. What do you make of those comments?
I have a big respect for Pep, not only for the coach, but because he helped me in the first period of my time in England, no? And I appreciate the people who keep the memory, no? And I can't forget the first moment in Brighton, and I can't forget his behavior with me, and for it there is this respect. He played in my town, for my club, Brescia. We have Edoardo Piovani, the team manager of Brescia, my big friend and his big friend, and for it we have a lot of things in common.
Roberto, am I right in thinking that you spent some time with Pep when he was at Bayern Munich to watch training? Is that right? What did you learn from that experience?
I was 2 times, and he gave me time. He spent with me much time with me, and I now started to work to be a coach, and for it is another things to understand Pep, no, because okay, I was player, but not famous player, important player, and he gave me respect for the first moment in Bayern Munich. I think 2000, the first year. I finished to be a player, and the year after I was to him, and he gave me time, respect, advice, sure.
Chris mentioned the wealth of talent and players that they have, particularly attacking players. How difficult is it to prepare for a game against Manchester City, maybe compared to other teams in the Premier League?
Very difficult. I think to prepare the game against City is the toughest game, because they can play in different way. They are used to changing position inside of the pitch. They can attack with 5 players or with 2 winger and 2 player behind the striker. In the last game they played in different way against Arsenal, and they are great to keep the ball. And we would like to keep the ball, and when we find another team who want to keep the ball more than us, is a tougher game.
Yeah. Could I just ask about Jakub Moder? You mentioned him back in training. How much of a boost is that for you? But also, where is he in terms of a full return?
It's a human things model, because when a player lose 1 year of injury, is before then tactical or professional things, is a human things, no, and we want to help him to back like before the injury. And I think he can become important for us, especially if we play after January a lot of game. Can become important.
Thank you.
Hi, Roberto. Have you spoken with Kaoru about how he can progress and what he can achieve here at Brighton? And can you share anything with us about that?
Score 20-25 goals, I think. No, Kaoru can improve when coming inside between the line of the pitch, because when he's wider, and when he tries to one-to-one to attack the space, is one of the best winger in the world. I think his improvement is when he come inside, when he receive the ball between the line, and he has to improve in body shape, the assessment, and in the last part of the pitch to score more goals, because he has the quality to score 20 goals.
And how is he sort of physically? Because he obviously missed the Japan trip.
Sorry?
He missed the Japan trip, so how has he been in the last sort of 2 weeks?
Right now, no, better. I would say he's good. He had a small problem, but now he's better.
Hi, Roberto. Defensively, obviously Brighton haven't been the best this season. You've yet to keep a clean sheet. How important is that, and how much have you worked at that?
Focus, bravo, is a good question. My focus is on the clean sheet and I sento male.
I feel pain.
I feel pain when I watch the goal we are conceding. No, are too many because with Luton, in Wolverhampton, in Newcastle at home, we concede 3 goals without nothing. No, and then in Villa Park was a very tough day, and now we have how many goals? We conceded 16, I think. No, too many, because we are very good when we attack, but the great team score a lot of goals and concede not so many goals, and we have to improve for sure. We have to work. We are working in it, and we are working in the attention, but we are working tactical disposition, tactical situation.
Just on Lewis Dunk as well, obviously he got man of the match for England against Australia. Does that kind of make you feel a bit of pride for him that he's finally getting chances for England and obviously performing at his best level?
Yes, I wrote a message after the game, but I'm happy for Colwill as well, because he was my former player. He's a former player, and when I watched the game, the national game, and there are my former player or actual player, I'm proud and happy.
One of the most impressive things about Pep is you see players at his club improve, even though they arrive already at a very high level. Is that something that you want to be remembered for, a coach who can improve players, make them better?
Yes, it's a part of my work. I think that we work to reach the result. We want to win in every competition, every game. But I think it's important to improve the player as well. I would like to give my players everything to improve themselves, to win the game, to give them the possibility to enjoy, because it's an important part of the football, and the human part is important as well. Maybe it's the most important part.
Everyone has been talking this week about how similar you are to Pep. But how do you think you're different to him? What's different about your way?
Pep has been and is inspiration, no? Inspiration not only for me, for sure, but I think for many coaches. And then I think every coach has to give their input, their idea, their imprinting in their work, in our work. and I'm trying to work like this from the beginning. No, I studied a lot Pep, but then I've done my idea. You understand?
Hi, Roberto. I know you're very proud and pleased when your players get picked for their countries, so you're happy for them. But do you have any view? You've got Pascal, who's come back from friendly matches, not competitive internationals, in the United States, long journeys to play friendly matches during the international break. Do you have any view on that?
No, for me, yes. Yes, but when you play for your country, has to be an honor. If you play in a friendly game, if you play final of World Cup final, and Pascal is a great player, because for Pascal a friendly game, a training session, a World Cup final is the same, and so for me there isn't problem. The most important when the player go in a national team is not to suffer injury, no. But for the rest, is not a problem. Especially for one player like Pascal, is not used to playing in national team. Is the first games in national team, and should be a honor, should be a proud, not a bad things, no.